Welcome back to another Cube video. My name is Edward, also known as Strategy, and we're coming off back-to-back 7-win drafts. And let's keep it going with this Pack 1 Pick 1 Ancestral Recall. Let's see, Nadu Winged Wisdom is not a bad one to come back around. I haven't played a Nadu deck in this cube or the previous one. Mox Opal, I don't know if that's going to come back around, but that's always a fun one to draft around as well. I guess there's Cosmic Grand Zenith. When you're Ancestral Recalling, it's really easy to trigger this. I'm not opposed to playing that either. And then, of course, maybe there's a Brazen Borrower. But I don't expect Generous Plunder or Fury to come back for sure. So we'll take this and move on with life. You may have seen I have started promoting the Oklahoma Land Run. I do apologize for that commercial being low. I plan on redoing it soon when I get a little bit more public information. So please stay tuned to that. Ooh, there's an Urza Saga now. There's a Frantic Search, a Snuff Out, Stern Scolding. Currency Converter is not a bad one either. That one's actually a lot of fun to play with, but Urza Saga is just such a fun card. I really want to play it, and I'm a huge fan of lands. And yes, it doesn't tap for specific colors of mana, but remember, there was a map in that last pack too, and that has a very high chance of wheeling unless someone, picks up Clarion Academy and then sees that pack like pick 7 or, 8 or something like that, and thus it's not going to wheel or likely to not wheel. So I think that has a higher chance of coming back from our seat. So I think it's just between the Currency Converter and the Urza, and I want to take the Urza. Also, there's that Mox Opal that's not 0 to come back. Okay, well now there's a Soul Guide Lantern. Haywire Might also comes off the Urza Saga. However, there's an actual Urza Lord High Artificer himself. Artificer, I should say. Let's pronunciate our words correctly, Edward. I really hope either Soul Guide or Haywire might come back if I take this Urza, which I'm very likely to. I mean, we have Ancestral Recall. Remember last time I opened Ancestral, I passed the Urza and kind of regretted it. So we still ended up winning with our Reanimator deck, but it wasn't. It could have been better, is what I'll say. Okay, so now we have options for an Oust. I'm not really interested in Grief. I don't want to have too many black cards if I can help it. I would like to stay as close to mono blue as possible. There is also a Talisman, which is an artifact to go with Urza and I get both Urzas, the Saga and the Lord himself. Notably, there's also Carnage Interpreter, which can put into play 4 clues out of nowhere. But I'm not gonna take that here. I think I'm just gonna take the Talisman and start trying to corner some artifacts to make sure we can abuse this Urza. Also, red black are not bad splash colors. If this was like maybe the Boros one, I might be a little bit more excited because like the only black cards I'm really interested in are like Demonic Tutor and Vampiric Tutor. But we'll see. If we get a Mystical Tutor, I do think that Recall is strong enough to take it. A strong enough reason to take it, I should say. Oh, now there's a Chrome Mox and a Coveted Jewel. Wow. I really want this Coveted Jewel, but I'm going to take the Chrome Mox. Yes, I cannot imprint artifacts, but I do think that this is still going to be worth taking because it's still a Mox Sapphire with Urza, and who knows, there's a small chance, especially with Chrome Mox going pick 5, that Mox Opal comes back. Okay, now there's a Colonnade. Okay, this needs double white in order to prototype, so I'm not interested. If this was just like 3 generic, I would be interested in this, but double white's kind of a hard ask. Let's see, Fairy. There's a Deep Cavern Bat, which I also like, but I just love Colonnade so much. I want to take the Colonnade. This card is so sweet. In my paper cube, I couldn't justify this as like a land. So I just took out a Azorius spot in my cube for it to justify. Alright, so MacD. Okay, that's fine. We're not interested in that. There is a Cradle. If we had If we had Retrofitter Foundry, I would be very interested in that. Of course, both Urza effects can make creatures, but I don't know if I'm really that interested into it. I think I'd rather just take the Pirate Spellbomb, and let's hope for a Tolarian Academy. Oh, now an Aether Spellbomb? Sure. These all tap for mana. All right. Let's see if oh no, Mox Opal was the next pack, I think. Okay, yeah, this is our original pack. Um so there's Multiversal Passage, and then there's Cosmogrand Zenith. We did take Celestial Colonnade, and there's a lot of art, like one drops and such, to actually make the Cosmogrand not bad. I think that's better than an unlicensed hearse, honestly. Maybe this was the Mox Opal pack. I'm gonna just take the land. Okay, yeah, and I think this was the sold guide pack, but I mean, there's a snuff out. There's not much else in here I really want. This O-ring is kind of meh in my opinion. Mm. I want to take the snuff out. Oh no, this was the soul guide pack. Okay, so maybe that previous pack was the Mox Opal pack. Either way, it doesn't matter. It did not wheel, so that's very unfortunate for us. I'm probably. I mean, I guess we did just take a snuff out. I guess I value this more than a Haywire might. I don't want to play too many colors. Okay, and then now there's a Carnage Interpreter. I will take it now. I mean, Timeless Dragon is technically a little bit of fixing. I don't think I'm going to play it, but I'll take it here. Sin, I think, is more likely to be played than the other card. And then there's a red-green duel, which I just probably am not going to play. Oh, now there's a Time Twister. That's nice when you just unload with a bunch of cheap things. There's also a Jace Vryn's Prodigy, though, to go with our recall, and maybe that's better in most cases. We don't have a way to abuse the Time Twister yet. Of course, there's also Flooded Strand. Urza is also a great. Or I said Urza. I meant Teferi. Teferi is also a great card. It's just we only have recall right now for this. For this Jace. That's my only real concern with it. I want to take it though. Maybe we'll get a couple more. I mean, Swords to Plowshares would be nice. Library. Okay. Oh, there's a whole breach here. Okay, well, that's punishing. That's actually very punishing for us that we didn't take the Time Twister, but I still think I want to take this whole breacher though. I do like Library, and we do have recall to help build back up towards Library. But I think Hull Breacher overall is just the stronger card. Okay, there's a stock up, a counterspell, a cryptic command, Jace, Sheoldred, if we want to try to be Esper or blue-black. Can I justify Sheoldred? I mean, it definitely makes the snuff out a lot better. And we already have, like, Esper mana base. I think I can justify this Sheoldred. I don't have, like, a force of will to make me want to do these blue cards as highly. Let's take a Sheoldred, sure. I really wish I took that Twister now. Okay, so now there's... Oh, yeah, keep in mind, Coveted Jewel's also not in this draft. So now there's a blue-black Talisman, which I don't hate. There's also a Winds of Abandon and a Displacer Kitten. What are we blinking with Displacer Kitten? Urza? This can blink Urza, can't it? Target non-land permanent? Yeah. Notably, there's also an Esper Sentinel. We don't have to play white yet, though. We don't have, like, a very strong white spell yet. I'm going to go with the highest upside and take Displacer Kitten. Mystic Confluence, but there's also there's a Hollowed Fountain now, and I do see the Skull Clamp as well, but I need to take this Hollowed Fountain. Having fetchable blue off the Timeless is nice. Oh, there's a Stoneforge to go with that Batter Skull. There's also a Lutri. I want to take the Stoneforge. We can still see a Cauldron if the Batter Skull doesn't wheel. Knight's Whisper. That's a nice one. Nadu we did not end up with, so Lightning Greaves I'm not interested in. There is an Urtai. I'm not super excited for Urtai, but maybe we just take Monastery Mentor here, actually. I haven't drafted a Monastery Mentor deck yet. Is that worth giving up a draw to? I want to try it. Let's science. Oh, there we go. Let's do that. Okay, now there's an Archon, a Bone Shards, and a Demi. Are we a Sundering Titan deck? Probably not. Probably not an Archon deck either. Bone Shards. Bone Shards can be nice because dealing with pesky Planeswalkers is annoying. Or is nice, I should say. It's annoying not being able to deal with them. Let's just take the Bone Shards. Okay, now there's the Teferi that came back. That's nice.
I know my responsibility.
Sunfall, we'll take that too. It's nice having sweepers. Okay, so now do we take Harvester? It's too bad we didn't take the Archon, as Persist is looking really good. I'll take a Harvester. I think I like that better than Ultima, especially because I don't want to be blowing up my own artifacts. Also, I am kind of glad that we ended up getting more non-artifacts, honestly, to make this Chrome Mox a little bit better. Yeah, I'm going to take the Winds now. It's kind of like a bad path, but if you overload it, it can be really good. Oh, I don't think I noticed the No More Lies the first time around, but I'm happy to take it here. I'm definitely glad I took the Hollowed Fountain now. I was kind of questioning it before. I doubt I play Wish Claw, but we'll see. Notably, Batterskull did not come back around. But there's still a chance we get a Cauldra, and Cauldra is not uncastable with our Urza deck. Now there's a Time Walk. Wow, we could have had Ancestral, Time Twister, Time Walk with Shieldred and Hull Breacher. Well, coulda, shoulda, woulda. Notably, this Pentad Prism would be a really nice wheel. Memory Jar would be a decent wheel. There's also a Inquisition of Kozilek, but we're gonna take this Time Walk. Man, I wish I had that Time Twister, but I just didn't think it was correct to take it. I mean, I still don't think it was correct to take it. It's just unfortunate how the pack broke that last one. So let's see. Maybe we get a Wheel of Fortune and I try to sneak that in with Multiversal Passage and Talisman. we do have Pirate Spellbomb after all, but I'm perfectly okay with this just being a draw. So yeah, anyways, going back to the Oklahoma Land Run, it is going to be July 10th through 12th this year, and I hope to have details on the venue soon. I do apologize for it taking so long, but we just want to make sure dot our I's, cross our T's, and make sure everything is on the up and up before, putting all the information out there. Excuse me. There is a Narset, but I don't have a draw 7 to punish with it, and I already have two. Excuse me. I already have two draw 7 punishers here. A Born Oculus I don't think we need. There is a Jit if we want to try to play this Stoneforge a little bit more, which currently I'm going to take out because I don't want to take the Jit. I'm not interested in that right now. I mean, this is kind of a way to punish the draws. No. Sure. Let's just take that over Narset. Let's try it. I don't think it's going to be very good, but we'll see. This Timeless Dragon is going to be a land. Oh, Reprieve. Oh, there's also a Workshop, but I think that ship has sailed. Yeah, also this Harvester of Misery is going to be a 2-drop. Okay, yeah, we're going to take the Reprieve. I really wish I could justify this Mishra's Workshop, but we just can't. I think we're just going to be a value Urza deck with some cheap artifacts to kind of help get it going. Now there's an Entomb. That's funny. Notably, there is a prismatic ending. That would be a nice wheel. But yeah, Scalding Tarn gets Hollowed Fountain and then Islands, unfortunately. But maybe we can get a Watery Grave soon. So I could also get Bloodstained Mire, and Bloodstained Mire gets white as well. So they both get white. It's just do I value black or blue more? And with Time Walk and Recall, I definitely value the blue more. Also, I'm really glad that we got Time Walk because Jace Time Walk is also really nice. We did pass up on the Tameo, but I really don't want to play green in this already a lot of color deck. Okay, so are we playing Wandering Emperor at this point? I think so. That's not a bad one. Oh, Snuff Out can go into this 0/1 column as well. Um, I think I like that better than Unexpectedly Absent or Get Lost, which these are not bad cards by any means. There's also Chromho Seed Shark, but I think the Wandering Emperor is going to serve us a little bit better. Now there's a Fractured Identity. That's actually kind of huge. There's also a black-white dual land, which honestly I probably should be prioritizing, or this Bitter Triumph. But Fractured Identity can just be so strong. Now there's a Tinker. Oh man, I wish. Oh wow. I mean, we never really had an opportunity to take a big thing like this Sundering Titan, which I definitely agree that it was not okay to take there. And then the Coveted Jewel. I obviously didn't take the Coveted Jewel there either. So there's Daze or Phantasmal Image, I think. I want to take the Daze. Oh, no! Okay, the Daze did come through. I hate that that happens. I need to stop that habit, but it's... Apparently it's too difficult for me to do that. Okay, so there's a Talisman of Progress. There's also a Sheoldred's Edict. I already have one Talisman. I don't really want to load up on a ton of Talismans. Let's take the Sheoldred's Edict. Oh, Pentad Prism did come back around. I think I like that more than Lotus Petal because if we had Mox Opal, I would take the Lotus Petal, I think. But this sticks around for Urza to tap as a Sapphire later, but it also accelerates us into a Fractured Identity, a Teferi, an Urza itself, etc. So let's take the Pentad Prism. That's a very nice wheel in my opinion. Okay, well, we do have draws, and we do have a couple creatures. I don't know if that means we want profs, though. I don't think we're an Ephemerate deck. I don't really think we're an Abhorrent Oculus deck either. But we'll take the Abhorrent Oculus for now. Sure, I don't think we're a Yawgmoth's Will deck, but I guess Yawgmoth's Will with Time Walk and Recall is probably enough. I think I'll try that more than Concealing, maybe. No, you know what? I have some draw 7 or some draw punishers. I'll take the Concealing. That also helps us with the other matchup too, the like the aggro matchups. I don't really want any of this, honestly. Fiery Islet is an island that helps us cast Carnage Interpreter, I guess. I could also just take this Deathrite, but I'm not going to. I don't really want any of this.
Witness the ties that bind us all.
Okay, I want to take the black-white dual land for sure. Oh, there's a Terra Sunder, but I'm not going to do that either. I'll see you in the deck tech. Pardon me for this brief interruption to introduce this year's Oklahoma Land Run information. This will be our 7th year hosting this event. Featured events include a Legacy main event, a Vintage main event, and a Team Trios main event featuring both and including Modern as the third seat. If you can make it a day earlier, Thursday, July 9th, Game HQ will be hosting Last Chance Trials. These trials include various formats firing every hour starting at noon. Also happening Thursday, there will be a High Roller Vintage Cube starting at 7 p.m. A Charity Old School 93-94 tournament happening Sunday the 12th. Don't have power? Don't worry. You can proxy any card currently on the reserve list for all events during the Oklahoma Land Run. This year's playmat artist is none other than Kai Saratari. More information, including side events and trial kits, are coming soon. Check out the link in the description to keep up to date with this year's Oklahoma Land Run. Now let's get back to the action. This is what I ended up going with. I do think that the Ancestral Recall and Time Mark are going to pull a lot of weight here. It's very unfortunate we did not get the Time Twister to go with the Hull Breacher and Sheoldred, but it is what it is. I stand by why I didn't take the Time Twister. It's just very unfortunate. So we have a couple sweepers in Sunfall and Harvester of Misery. This can also just be a disfigure Snuff Out I'm very excited about. I ended up cutting a couple of the artifacts. Urza is going to be fine, honestly, by itself. We don't have to play a bunch of nonsensical artifacts, in my opinion, to make it a little bit better. I just don't think the talisman, either talisman, are going to be great. And the Carnage Interpreter, I don't really want to. If I'm drawing 3 cards off recall and maybe even twice with the Jace, I don't really want to be discarding our hand that often. And so, because of that scenario, I don't think it's going to come off up enough where we're empty-handed. I don't want to play it. That's just my honest opinion on it. So, Stoneforge Mystic didn't end up working out. I did cut the Legend. I just I don't know much about this card, and I don't think this deck is strong enough to kind of warrant it at the moment. Abhorrent Oculus, it's a great card. I don't know how many times I'm going to be able to cast it, and so for that reason, I'm just going to leave it in the sideboard for now. I really had trouble cutting the last card or two, and I ended up going 15 lands. I have a Timeless Dragon, which, yes, 2 cycling is much different than 1 cycling, but we technically are still on 16 lands with Chrome Mox, so I think that's fine. And we got plenty of non-artifact spells to pitch to the Chrome Mox, so I'm not really too worried about that. Um, but yeah, I am going to play technically 15 lands, Timeless Dragon, and of course the Chrome Mox. We have Pentad Prism as well to kind of pick up the slack there. But yeah, hopefully we can Hull Breacher in response to our opponent's draw effects, slam a Sheoldred, and just go from there and take over the game. If not, we might have a bad time. We have been playing against, unlike previous leagues where we played against like a lot of Reanimator and such, I feel like we've been playing against a lot of fair decks lately. So I do expect this deck to shine against other fair decks. We'll just have to see exactly how well it shines moving forward. I'll see you in round 1. Welcome to round 1. All right, well, I mean, it's hard to argue with a hand like this. I'll keep and lead with Swamp. I don't want to play Fiery Islet if I don't have to, and I don't think I need to pop off this recall anytime soon, or immediately, I should say. Okay, now there's a Wandering Emperor, which if I can draw another land, it might be worth time walking into it then. But if not, that's fine too. Sheoldred's Edict and Harvester of Misery I expect to go a long way. The one color they're not projecting right now is black, so hopefully we're safe. That's probably going to eat a Harvester of Misery. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just stunt their growth for now. Unfortunately, Sheoldred's Edict's probably going to have to sorcery speed kill this because they can sack this later to protect something else if they want to. I could also wait for them to tap it and then Wandering Emperor it. Potentially. Yeah, let's just say go. I hope I don't regret that. If they play like a super impressive 5-drop here, I might be upset, but we'll see. Strip Mine's annoying. I will target myself. Okay. Natural Order was definitely a reason to punish this, but I mean, if they have Atraxa, then they have Atraxa, I guess. Okay. Yep. Sure. That's not the end of the world. I could Sheoldred's Edict and then untap Bone Shards it, but I think I'm just going to Time Walk into Wandering Emperoring it and hope that they don't have a counter spell. See what we draw. Snuff Out. Okay, Snuff Out's not a bad one. Okay. They do have all 5 colors projected now. Ooh, it may not resolve. Okay. If they have a Tishana's, that's going to be very disappointing.
And I will protect my people.
Okay, they do not have a Tishana's.
You're done.
Interesting. They didn't have anything else. I'm going to uptick. Target nothing. And I think I'd actually rather play Fiery Islet and continuing to draw cards. I don't need double blue right now, and I have the Hollowed Fountain if I ever do. Flash. Interesting. Okay, is this an Atraxa now? Excuse me. Okay, that's an Atraxa now. Okay. Something I should have done was sack this to try to find No More Lies, actually. Now that I've thought about it, I shouldn't have just knee-jerk reactioned. I do have counterspells in this deck. Wow. Okay, at least they could only get one creature, so they didn't hit very well. So they get the Terra Sunder for our... yeah, they're only going to get 3 things, I think. They do get the Terra Sunder, though, which is free. Excuse me, for the Wandering Emperor. Okay, and they chose Harvester of Misery. That's fine. That is going to take their entire turn, though, to Terra Sunder our Wandering Emperor, which I expect to be happening very soon. Oh, Necromancy. Okay. Sure. Getting back the Atraxa. Also sure. Let's just make them sack that now. Non-token. Okay. I just wanted to make double sure. I've messed that up before. Speaking of messing that up, I did not want to tap my blue, but it's probably not relevant. Now, if they find Black Source and Reanimate, I'm going to be kind of upset. Okay, they did not. Although they do get a free enchantment off this Overlord. That's nice deck building. We are battling. I mean, they've done a lot of things, and we're still winning the board. So that's actually incredible. Sure. Chromox even. Very nice deck. And then we're going to get to make a 2/2, it looks like, maybe. Okay, Troll of Khazad-dûm. I'm glad to see that one exiled forever. That's actually just a really good threat. Overlord. Is this impending? How do I can tell if it's impending or not? Okay. I don't know if it's... I guess maybe that little symbol. See, I didn't think they spent 5 mana, but... Okay, and they got back the Atraxa, unfortunately. Resolve. They are going to run out of cards in their deck eventually, I suppose. Excuse me. I meant to draw a card. Oh, man. Okay, well, let's play the Restless Fortress. Let's make a Samurai. And then let's pass the turn. We're probably going to see Atraxa this turn, I would imagine. They do have 7 mana once they play their Swamp. And unfortunately, their only white source is at Spar's headquarters, and it's right on time. I know they turn 1'd it, but it's... dealing with 3 Atraxas, that's tough. It's going to be tough to beat. Opponent is thinking. Apparently just playing Atraxa is not great enough. And now, of course, I have untapped blue mana, so that's probably what they're thinking. But I am going to draw and try to find No More Lies. And let's see if we get justice if they do cast the Atraxa. I'm going to let that one go. Yes, it kills the 2/2. But we still have Bone Shards. Yep. Alright, let's sack this now. Let's see if we would have drawn the No More Lies. We did not. Oh, there's a Jace, though. Which is unfortunate because it makes me not want to bounce the Harvester, which I otherwise would be interested in. So maybe I just Bone Shards, discarding this Hollowed Fountain. But then I'm not leaving up blue, which they are apparently scared of. I'm just going to play this Jace. And then I'll play the Bone Shards. Okay, they have the Go for the Throat, which they're going to use now. That makes sense. If I get rid of this Hollowed Fountain, though, it does... So maybe I get rid of the Snuff Out. Like, nothing left is black. Discard Snuff Out. And then I want to shock in this Hollowed Fountain. Maybe scare them a little bit. Maybe, hopefully they'll play as though this Sunfall in my hand is a counterspell. And if it's not, then I'll just have to... Oh, that's annoying. Sure.
I'll be back.
Well, at least they haven't played the Atraxa yet. I am just going to cycle this Aether Spell Bomb, though. I need to find something. So we're going to cycle this to draw a card, which we wanted to do anyways, honestly. Okay, there is an Urza, so I'm glad I left the Hollowed Fountain. Oh, Emperor of Bones. Okay, but that can't currently hit me. What do they even get? Oh, they got something of mine. Oh, they exiled the Time Walk. That makes sense. They can get the Harvester of Misery back. But that's not the end of the world. Let's just Urza. And next turn, if it lives, we can start flipping. This has been a great game. Also, the opponent has 11 cards left in deck. I really hope they just play Atraxa without playing a land now. Oh, okay. Well, World Day is that too. They'll get to exile it to Emperor of Bones, but I mean, I don't want to just let that stay in play. Oh, they're not doing that. That makes sense in case I have a removal spell for the Emperor of Bones. That actually does make sense. I wish this exiled card's in the yard. Alright, maybe it's a Fury? No, of course not. And of course, we already played our land. That's so punishing. Just gonna no attacks. Yep, here comes the Atraxa. Alright, so now I can Sunfall. If I want. Okay, well they didn't hit much. They just have a ton of lands left in their deck, which is nice. Oh, they have exactly 10 cards left in their deck, and it's all lands, I think. So if we can get through this last little bit of onslaught, I think we might get there. That's actually really frustrating that I have to give up my Urza, but here we are, I guess. Monastery Mentor can kill either one of these, so let's just play the Monastery. Or, sorry, Terra Sunder can kill either one of these. And I think all the cards left in their deck. Okay, they did draw the Woodfall Primus. That's probably good for them. Dang, are we gonna come up just short? Oh no, here we go. And that's gonna give us a token. That was a very good draw. Now they just have that 4/4. And then a bunch of lands. And this Terra Sunder and an Unknown. Alright. Did we really just beat, like, what, 4 Atraxas and a bunch of other cool stuff? Oh, yeah, their unknown card was the Torsten. We knew about that. Alright, yeah, it's just 5 lands left in deck. So this should be good. They want to take one of them. So we just need to outlast the 7/7. We know the rest of their deck. Okay, well, that's not fantastic. And we can't reprieve their activated ability, but we can reprieve the Terra Sunder. So we're just going to say go and play this not to die, because Torsten is going to have to get through quite a lot of blockers. They should Monastery Mentor again. It's too bad we didn't draw one of our other spells. My turn. Okay, Island is not the greatest. I'm going to attack with this. That does give us 3 attacks with the Torsten to live through now. So I don't think they can win. But we also don't know their last card. Yep. Oh, Concealing Curtains. And that makes them draw a card? Okay. Cool. Yeah, let's make them draw a card. That seems great. Is it may draw a card? Then draws a card. That's great. That's so great. Did I mention that that's great? That's a funny way. I mean, I think we win that regardless, but that's so funny. Yep, good game. That was incredible. We went through their whole deck. That was so cool. I hope you had fun watching. I'll see you next round. Welcome to round 2. That was a thriller, that round 1. Let's see if we can top it in this one, although I doubt it. Alright, we have all 3 of our colors. We have a Hull Breacher. We're on the play. We have a Pirate Spellbomb. Let's keep. I don't think I want to lead with Island for the simple fact that I don't want it to get strip mined potentially, because I really want to slam this Hull Breacher. Ooh. Do I want to just kill this Noble Hierarch? That's the problem with I have with Sheoldred's Edict a lot, honestly. Just gonna do this now. I think that's better than snuffing out this particular turn. I could have snuff out, of course, but... Okay. Sure. And doing it end of turn versus doing it on my turn doesn't make a lot of difference. Okay, they do have an island now, so I am just going to snuff out the Bear Cub. And maybe they'll draw some cards. That'd be cool. Maybe they attach a skull clamp. Tireless tracker. Okay. Let's just flash in the Hull Breacher. Now there's an Urza we can't cast. Let's sacrifice this to draw a card. See what happens. Pentad Prism. That's a good one. Do they give us a treasure just to make the tireless tracker a thing? I don't know if they do. Let's play Pentad. This also lets us but overload the Winds of Abandon if they want to keep tapping out. Of course, they get their forest back, and they seem to have a bunch of basics in their deck, but it's an option nonetheless. Maybe they'll forget about Hull Breacher. They're reading it, so that it looks like there will not. We will not be blocking. We will just take the 3. If they leave up with double blue, that is kind of frustrating, honestly. But now we could Winds of Abandon and then play Urza. Because maybe they value keeping the tireless tracker around, and then we can just play the Urza after they counter. Okay, well that didn't work out the way I wanted it to. That's unfortunate. I think I'm just going to play the Urza, though. If they have a mana leak and maybe that was their counter spell of choice, then oh well. Okay, it did work out, it looks like. We have 3 mana currently, so we can't use the Urza. Excuse me. I am not going to attack into a Malcolm. That seems bad. Or even a Snapcaster Mage. This doesn't seem like a great Snapcaster Mage deck, but there's no reason to... Ooh, okay, sure. There's no reason to get punished by it. That's a Timeless Dragon. Do I value that more than a random? Probably not. Oh, I have to use the white off this. Yeah. Alright, let's see what Urza has to flip for us. And then I can just cycle Timeless if I want to. Okay, well that's unfortunate. No attacks. I don't want to cycle the Timeless Dragon. I'll take the 5. I know I'm already at 8. Or, will be at 8, but... Okay, my turn. Scrubland. That's not great. Let's do one more flip with Urza, because then I can just play the Timeless Dragon afterwards. Oh, Harvester. But that's going to kill my stuff. Oh, that's annoying. So I can't cast this Harvester, so I guess I'll just cast this Timeless Dragon. Oh, no, no. Okay, yeah, I had to do that. That's fine. Remember, this forest goes back to their side tapped if I kill it, so this Harvester of Misery doesn't really do a whole lot. It's not worth letting them draw a card. Because unfortunately the way this is worded, it will kill all of our things. Now, had I drawn the Harvester, I could have shrunk the Generous Int, like if I had drawn that instead of the Scrubland. Okay, I definitely don't want to go to 3 here, so I will just block. Yeah, it's too bad I used that Winds of Abandon. I really thought they'd have a counter spell. Something? Okay, Urza Saga something. Urza Saga will pretty quickly deal with this 5/7. And this is an activated ability, so if they have a Tashana's Tidebinder here, it will counter it. Glad I didn't play the Restless Fortress. I'll attack with the 2/2, why not? Now a Time Walk off the top would be great. Or off the Urza, either way. I'll pay for a Time Warp. That's basically what would happen. They did have a threat. Okay, I'm glad I didn't do that. Yep, glad I didn't attack with Hull Breacher. Unfortunately, that's going to be a big problem now. Oh, wow. Nice. Yeah, good job, opponent. It's too bad we couldn't get that other card in.
I won't hide from the world
Let's tuck the Wanshi Tong so that we don't just lose.
You need to take a time out.
Attacking with that 2/2 really hurt us. Alright, Time Walk would be just very strong here. Or a Recall into Time Walk would be even better. It's too bad this Construct's not going to be big enough to take down the Generous Ent. And remember, if we don't get something for the Wanshi Tong, we will just lose to it, so... We have 2 draw steps. Okay, that's going to kill the Saga. That's... I mean, it's not optimal, but that's fine. We weren't going to... It wasn't going to beat the Wanshi Tong anyways, which they could still kill us with lethal, unfortunately. So Sunfall... No, because this isn't 3 mana Teferi. If this was 3 mana Teferi, Sunfall would probably win us the game, honestly. Fractured Identity on the Generous Ent. That might do it.
Hurry.
Oh no, the Wanshi Tong's tucked. Yeah. Okay. Do we have a counter spell now? No, okay. Now I could start attacking with this Restless Fortress, but I'm not going to. I can just eat this food and then proceed from there. This also gives me another blocker, but I think next turn I'm going to start attacking with this, depending on what I draw. This Hull Breacher is putting in work. It's just too bad we don't have a Time Twister to just kind of wrap this game up. That's a problem. The good thing we have this bounce spell. Let's eat this food. We have 2 more draw steps, it looks like. Or 2 more draws, I should say. Not necessarily draw steps. Although, hitting a Time Walk, I mean, we're under half of our deck remaining. No more lies. That might deal with a Wan Shi Tong.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
Ooh, concealing. Yeah, let's concealing curtains. They won't draw the Wan Shi Tong off of flipping it either. And we get to see exactly what they have. Explore and Coveted Jewel? Okay. I'm just going to attack with the Restless Fortress. I do think it's a mistake to attack with the Generous Int in this position. Because they have, if they don't want to cast their Wan Shi Tong, they have that 5/5 land. Yep. And now we get to untap the Restless Fortress and leave it up as a blocker if we really need to. Now we get to bounce. Okay, as I say, if they attack with the 5/5, we get to bounce whatever they target and then block the 5/5 because this doesn't have. Yeah, just a 5/5 with trample that the Generous Ent eats. So yeah, let's go to my turn. Oh, she Aldred. Okay. So we should play that first probably, so I'd gain more life. We're steadily getting there.
To move quickly.
Sunfall, okay. I don't think I'm going to attack this turn. And then I am going to counter this Wan Shi Tong that they're going to play at the end of turn. I assume that they're going to play at the end of turn. No, okay. Interesting. Alright, good game. I think we navigated that pretty well. I'll see you next round. Welcome to round 3. Just when I thought the first game couldn't be topped, that second game was pretty good too. I mean, here we have potential turn 3 Teferi or Urza. We're going to keep regardless. Okay, red mountain could be a problem. Ragavan can also be a problem. Let's lead with Reprieve. It's too bad that they went for the Gusto. Alright. So, I was just about to say Sunfall would be one of the ways we can catch back up here. Ooh, Giver of Runes? That's not good for us. Okay. At least this gives us a blocker now. Unless they use the Giver of Runes offensively. Oh, do they have... No, yeah, I was going to say, the Flame Slash is sorcery, so... They could have swords, I guess. Are they debating about swordsing this? It's a good swords target. I gain 0 life. I could even flip this next turn if they don't kill it, but a Flame Slash will make quick work of this. Yep, and they're going to Chain Lightning it down, probably. Galvanic Discharge, same. Okay. Ooh, an Urza Saga. I'll do that, and then if they cast something off my Ragavan, I can reprieve it back to my hand. And I'm going to play the Pentad Prism. I can still cast Reprieve and only use one of the tokens. Hopefully they just cast something big, though, and I'll just reprieve it. Maybe they'll, like, hit Fractured Identity and Fractured Identity or Pentad Prism. That sounds terrible, but maybe they'll do it. Okay, they hit a land. I don't hate that, honestly. Well, if they're going to get the Abrade anyways, I might as well draw a card off of it. Okay. That's unfortunate that we don't have the red source now because the Pentad... Oh, are they going to let me keep? Oh, okay. They might regret that. Oh, no, because this gives protection from colorless because it's broken. Yeah, I forgot about that. Does that mean I just Teferi? That seems wrong, too. Maybe that means that I'm supposed to just lead with Shieldred. Two, three, four. They flip this. Just lead with Urza. All right, I need to do something. Let's just Teferi. I need to draw up something here. I'm gonna lose this game very quickly. Oh, if they have Reprieve here. Okay, I was gonna say that just blows me out.
I know what must be done.
Hopefully I'll draw something here nice. Chrome Mox would actually be incredible. Oh, Time Walk. Oh no, I can't Time Walk now. Dang. Dang. So close. Yep, okay. These two, so I have at least the No More Lies up. Abandoned Air Temple's probably going to win them the game. Maybe they'll get greedy and just attack me with everything, and then Pirate Spellbomb can do something. I mean, I'd be tempted. Not saying I would use it, but I'd be tempted to use it. Yeah, okay. Are they going to attack me with everything? Yep. Okay, very well disciplined.
Let me know if you're up for round 2.
Oh. So I need to float mana. And then I need to give up my Sheoldred, which is unfortunate. But then I have Harvester of Misery. Oh no, it's not going to kill the figure. At least it kills the Ragavan. Yep. That abandoned air temple play might have locked this game in. Imagine if I had a Sunfall to draw two. I know I don't have the double white yet, but this is just going to get massive, and that's fine. I need to buy time. I cannot Urza yet. I don't have double blue, so I need to draw an island. Urza into Time Walk might be a way I can get out of this. Okay. They have a swords. If they had a swords, they probably should have done... Oh, Solitude? Yeah, they should have done that earlier. Let's just sack to draw the card now, I guess. Monastery Mentor. Okay. Can I draw a recall? That is not a recall. I don't think I have any other double black spells. I don't think I want to play Mentor with them having the destroyed artifact thing in play. Well, that's a little unfortunate. We still have Winds of Abandoned, excuse me, as an out. Oh yeah, that's going to get no moralized. No thank you. Okay, we have an Aether Spell Bomb, and that helps protect Monastery Mentor, honestly. In turn, if they abrade our figure, we... if they abrade our Monastery Mentor, we just get to bounce it. I could have bounced the figure, but I don't think that does much. I'd rather protect the Monastery Mentor. I don't know how much oops that is, honestly. Like, you just do it. I feel like you're supposed to just do it. Alright, Winds of Abandon, one time. That is not a one-time Winds of Abandon. Alright, now I definitely want Winds of Abandon. I'm going to take this 6. Block the 1/1. Man, them hitting that Sunfall was just absolutely brutal. Snuff Out's not even a bad one here. Fractured Identity, what does that do? Not a whole lot. Island definitely doesn't do anything. If they draw another land, they flip this. Okay, they did not. Cool. Alright, Monastery Mentor needs to block the 6, I think. Because otherwise, I can block the 3/4. I definitely can't block the 1/1. If I block the 3/4, I take 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, no, so I still die. So yeah, I need to block this, unfortunately. And Winds of Abandon or bust. Yep, opponent appropriately moving the Skull Clamp. I'm glad I'm only playing 15 lands, but looks like it may end up not mattering. Oh, they're just going to clamp this Sentinel now. Okay. I don't hate that. I do have a ton of mana, and Sweeper is what's going to get me out of this game anyways, so I actually think I approve of the Skull clamping the Esper there. This kills me, unfortunately. I am dead, but I'll make my opponent do the lines. But they should just attack and then abandon Air Temple, and I'm dead. Okay, that still kills me because that pumps the Adeline. I was super confused. I was like, did they just give me an extra turn? But no, it still pumps the Adeline, so... I wish I could see what my next couple draws were. All right, we're gonna concede to that. I wish I could see if my top card was Winds of Abandon, because that would have gotten me out of that like gangbusters. I'll see you next round. Welcome to round 4. I think I'm supposed to keep this. I do hope to draw another land. Okay. I will probably cycle this Aether Spellbomb if I do not draw a land immediately. Okay, well now I just want to leave up Concealing Curtains. Because that's not, sorry, Daze. I don't know why I said Concealing Curtains. Because that's not an island, so I can't pick it up for the Daze. Yeah, we'll Daze that. Okay, great. And now I have Hull Breacher. I think I'll wait a turn, Hull Breacher, and then flip the Concealing Curtains. That way I get a treasure off the Hull Breacher. And that could be a white to start getting Wanderous Emperor down maybe, or a second black for Sheoldred, the following. Tarmogoyf. Okay. Auto. Hopefully I draw a land. Okay, I did. Let's see what... Let's see what this does. Oh, Liliana of the Veil. I don't necessarily care if they Mind Twist me. Like, all my good stuff's in play already. Isotool could be a problem, though. Let's just hit the Lily. Probably white. Pay 2 life. That way, in case they Mind Twist me, I played out most of my hand. And then I can attack for 3. And if they want to Isotol, then that's fine too. Okay, cool. That's actually great, honestly. They can keep me off Wander, but they cannot keep me off Shieldred, and I'd be very tempted to hit my Multiversal Passage with their Wasteland, since that's the last land I played. Oh. Okay, that's fine. Resolve. That's fine. No blocks. Pass. My turn. Land. Do I just bounce their Isotol and start going to town? This way I can just start cracking. And then I can exile their Tarmogoyf now and just play around some shenanigans. I think I like that. We don't always have to play things at instant speed.
Finally, I'm home.
And now if they want to mind twist me, I don't care. And if they... I guess they could Isotol, play 2 lands, and then Shieldred me, but they don't have another black source, so that's fine. And they didn't hit a second black source, so that's... Again, that's fine. Now they get to Wasteland me, and it doesn't really matter. I guess I need actual planes because I don't want them to just keep wastelanding me.
We've got the edge in this fight.
And if they want to block... Okay, no, they do not.
I still have much to learn.
I mean, they should still play their wasteland, right? Oh, Golos. Okay, that could be a problem. Golos can certainly be a problem. Oh, now they have Strip Mine. Okay, well, we're going to have to win with Revealing Eye. It looks like me not blocking with the Hull Breacher might have been enough to determine the game. Okay. Oh, and they have Zurin Orb. That's a problem. That might be game. Yeah, that Golos might have just won them the game. That's so disappointing. Chrome Mox. Yep. Looks like I might have should have blocked with the Hull Breacher. Yep. I don't know why it keeps asking me to confirm. I can't do anything. But they do mill every time they do that, and every time they play a land. Hmm. Killing the Isotol doesn't seem like the end of the world, honestly. I don't think I'm winning otherwise. But at least this stops the wastelanding of my entire deck. Yep. Sure. Alright. We're going to pack it up. Good game. I'll see you in the next round. Welcome to round 5. Back is against the wall. Okay. This is okay. We can keep this. It is nice to finally have a recall and or a time walk in our hand. Oh, now I'm definitely going to lead with the Restless. For many reasons. One, it's a tap land, but two, it lets us play Urza Saga next turn, holding up Reprieve. We probably Reprieve anything that they play just to get some value. Oh. Okay, that could be a problem. Oh, now we have Daze, though. So I'm gonna wait a turn on the Saga. Maybe we get some sweet Daze value. Interesting that they sorcery sped the fairy. It worked out for them, I suppose, but yeah, let's just reprieve this. I would like to find like a snuff out. Ooh, Harvester. That's good too, honestly. And now we could Daze maybe if they play something here. Looks like they're thinking about it. No? Okay. Excuse me. I'm confused as to why that happened, but okay. Let's get the Saga down now. And honestly, I think I just want to use this ability to kill the fairy now before shenanigans can happen with it. And I'm not going to use the recall. I'm going to be pretty patient with it. I would like to get to a point where they have little to no room for interaction before I use it. Okay, my turn. That's a Jace. But I think we're just going to start loading up with some constructs. There's no real reason to get into a panic here. We are winning the board after all. Oh, recall target them, eh? Recall target us in response. Oh, ours worked. Okay. That's fine. They can flip that immediately if I don't Daze here. But, like, I don't think I care. I can always discard the Daze to Jace. I don't think they're going to take Jace. And if they don't flip, I'll just Bone Shards it, honestly. Looks like they're not flipping it, which seems like a mistake. Yeah, that seems like a mistake to me. I think I'm just going to Island. Oh, Winds of Abandon, nice. Just make another one. Oh, that was annoying. Why did it use that mana? I guess because of the Winds of Abandon, maybe. Well, at least I still have the island. I think I'll wait for them to go to flip it, and then I can bounce it after they use a bunch of mana. I could also just Bone Shards. Discard a card. Honestly, the Pentad Prism's not going to do a whole lot. I am aware that it can filter, but I think I value the Swamp more. And this can only flip at sorcery speed, I believe. Yes, okay. Now, they could have a Hull Breacher, and that's why they waited. Oh, Dark Ritual. Sure. Urtai? Nice. That's very frustrating, honestly. Alright, let's see what we draw. Fiery Islet's not the worst. Let's just make them use their mana. Still attack for 2. Hopefully they don't have, like, Caracas. That would be a beating. Sure. Sure. Opponent's deck does seem sweet. It's probably full of removal, which means this Jace is going to die, but... Sure. And then if they cast the Concealing Courtyard here, then... or, that's what... Concealing Curtains, I mean, then I'll just counter it. No Concealing Curtains for you. Yep, a bunch of counters on that. I'll probably just Winds of Abandon it. No More Lies is not a bad one to draw. Yeah, I don't want to take 6 again. I could leave back the Construct, but... Okay. They get the recall back too. We had a chance to take a Yawgmoth's Will in our draft as well. Yeah, this Profs is... the stars are coming together for our opponent, that's for sure. I will talk a little bit on the Urtai and the Concealing Curtains. I know I don't give those cards a lot of respect. I will say, in this cube, they seem a lot better because the power level of this cube is a lot lower. And I don't just mean that, hey, they, they don't have, they don't have Time Vault or, stuff like that. But I just mean it's larger. I think it's like a 540-ish, give or take. And so a lot of what that means is oh, that's a problem. They constantly have mid-range style decks. And so, like, you're not getting vintaged as much. So these kind of cards are a little bit better. Oh, that's not good. That's not good for us at all. Anyways, my point being is that when you're playing against a more often fair decks, them replacing themselves isn't as big of a deal. I would just love to Fraction Identity this Jace, but because of maybe I'm supposed to... Okay, maybe I can just Sunfall. Then they get one more turn with Jace. And then I can Fraction Identity the Jace.
Let's try this.
Ooh, okay. Okay, I think this might work. Let's Fraction Identity that Jace. I'll lose the life. Okay. 3. I don't have enough to do all of it.
Must think faster. Don't worry. This is all just an illusion.
Let's make them mill too.
There's always an answer.
All right. Let's do this. Island and something else. This might be the game. Backdoor into a win. Lotus Petal. This might be a win. Okay. I am very clearly letting them draw a card here. And then I will mill them out. Opponent draws a card. Target them to mill.
Decisions, decisions, decisions.
All right. Good game. We stole that one. That was great. I'm glad I'm glad I milled that time twister. Otherwise, we would have lost. I'll see you next time. Welcome to round 6. We just had some crazy games this draft. Okay. Sure. This is fine. Timeless Dragon does get a Hollowed Fountain, which lets this multiversal passage kind of wait a little bit. So far, our 15 lands have not punished us too much. Ooh. Yeah, I'll play Concealing Curtains. Bug. Pillage the Bog. Okay. Demonic Tutor for the top 4 cards. Here I'm just going to play blue and say go. Sure. And now I get to flip the curtains and get a treasure. That's probably worth doing. Yeah, Recurring Nightmare does seem like a problem, even more so than Elder Gargaroth. I definitely can't take the Elder, because then they just recurring. And they have life, so I guess I'm supposed to take the Recurring Nightmare. They don't seem to have a lot of ways to draw cards, so let's just smack them. I think we need to get this game over with pretty quickly. And they can only block the Hull Breacher. Yeah, that's fine. They can death the 3/3. That's fine. But I probably will have to Sunfall once they play the Elder Gargaroth. We'll see, but that's probably what's going to have to happen. Which means I don't want to play my Jace yet, unfortunately. Oh, Witherbloom. Now they can death. Okay, they choose not to. Okay, well, we'll hit them for 3 more. Oh, that was an epic draw. Cycle for the Hollowed Fountain. Oh, or Scrubland. Do I have anything that's double blue? I don't think so. Yeah, I'll get Scrubland. Attack for 3. Now I'll no more lies their Elder Gargaroth. They have Shifting Woodland, of course, which is a problem. I won't pretend that it's not. But this is going to exile. No More Lies really doing some work this draft. Maybe I'm supposed to Jace here. Maybe not. Maybe I'm supposed to just make a 4/4. And then now I can Pyrite to cycle. All right. Unfortunately, I don't have red. Multiversal Passage is like my red. So like unless I draw a Pentad Prism, they're not dead next turn. And if they death, they're probably dead next turn. Now they can death the Grist. It is a creature everywhere except for in play. Even in their deck. Which means they can natural order for it, they can green sun zenith for it. It's actually pretty sweet. Okay, yep, that's what they do. Just make a dork. Okay, that means they don't have a dork in hand probably, because otherwise I think they kill one of my creatures. Because right now they're dead. Okay, yeah, and they're realizing it. Good game. I'll see you in round 7. Welcome to round 7. If we win this one, we do profit this draft. We get our money back and a little extra. So that'll be nice. Oh. Okay, this is fine. I can turn to a Pentad Prism to have recall. I could technically also just turn 1, but I don't know if I need to do that. We'll see how aggressive our opponent is. Okay, Mountain means we might want to. Ooh, Time Walk. Let's just see what they do. Unfortunately, this is not a great Chrome Mox hand. Generous Plunder is fine. Now we can hold up Reprieve. Let's see if they give us a token. I'm all for it. Yep, they do. Caracas. That could be a problem because of Shieldred. And that we're going to Reprieve, my friends. Oh, and now we can even kill the Generous Plunderer. If we want to. I guess we can theoretically do both. This is not legendary. It does have haste, but then we can just Wandering Emperor it. Yeah, I think I'll play the Pyrite. Let's see if they want to give us another treasure. I kind of hope they do. Okay, they do. This is not legendary, right? Okay, didn't think so. Let's kill that, and then we'll untap and Wandering Emperor the this thing after it hits us. Yep. Please draw a blue source. That's unfortunate. They could just be able to kill the Wandering Emperor here, but that's probably something we're just going to have to do. Or deal with. I could also just Bone Shards it, I guess. Let's do that. Do I Pentad Prism or just hold up Wandering Emperor? I'm going to hold up Wandering Emperor in case they have another Haster. Pentad Prism can cast these 2 blue spells next turn. Really glad I held up Wandering Emperor. Please don't have a 1-drop. Okay, cool. Don't have Mana Tithe. Please don't have Mana Tithe. Please don't have Mana Tithe. Okay, they do not.
Run away.
Let's exile that Bombardiers. I'm glad we played it the way that we did.
You're done.
I agree. I would like to agree with that statement that you are done. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Autopay. Blue. Recall, target me. Okay, now we have an island. Time Walk. Uptick. Target nothing. Fractured Identity, not really worth it. Let's play this other blue source. Minus.
Keep watch for intruders.
Now, maybe it is worth it because this gets protected by the Caracas. But I'm just going to leave it be. Let's draw a card, see what happens. Sure. And then that's going to kill the Wandering Emperor. Okay. Yeah, maybe I should have Fractured Identity when I had the chance. Let's see if they play a 3-drop here and I can daze it. That would be great. They're looking at their Ragavan. Oh, they're webbing. That's why. Sure, they're going to name Sorcery. Yep, that's what I thought. And they probably should replay the Ragavan. No, they're not. Alright, my turn. Oh, Mentor. I'll just play the 5/5. This is so bad if I... Maybe I should have just cycled this. I don't know. It's going to be tough for them to beat a 5/5, I think. It's just unfortunate I don't have double white anymore. It's too bad we don't have Recall and Time Walk with post-Monastery Mentor, huh? But at least any land gets Fractured Identity going. Sure. Hit something big. Alright, that's unfortunate. That's like the perfect hit for them, honestly. Lets them continue playing around Daze, which honestly, I'm okay with Daze just making a token at this point. Oh, okay, Mox. Okay, I mean, that means they're not very likely to deal with this Timeless Dragon. That buys us time, and that buys us even more time. This is legendary, unfortunately. Let's just hit for 5. Which is not legendary, so they can't bounce it. Sheoldred would be a terrible draw, so let's just hope that they don't. Okay, sure. So let's just hope that they don't do anything with it. I will just make a token. Turning Daze into a token at this point seems fantastic. That's way better than what Sheoldred would do right now. That also means that it's harder for them to deal with this 5/5. I think I'm okay with taking 3. I'm going to leave the island in there in my hand, make them think. I'll take the 3 again. Okay, that means they're unlikely to, unless they hit, okay, they hit mana, so now they could just flash back the other thing. Okay. That's fine. Snuff out. What does that do? Not much. So attack for 5 in the air again and just see what they do. I could snuff out the Sentinel, but that seems not great. I said snuff out, I meant Fractured Identity. Just have another blocker because they're dead in the air? Is that good? Is that good enough? Probably not. Gonna pick up the Nia? Okay. Yeah, they're getting desperate. Do I just kill the Yera now? Maybe. Oh, auto pay. I could have killed the Nia. That was probably the correct choice. I didn't think about that line until it was too late. But they needed to find an answer to Timeless Dragon. Otherwise, it is a good game for them. Parallax Wave is an answer, but I have Fractured Identity. Sure. And now I could even Sunfall. Oh, well, I guess they're going to Ragavan me, but... Sure. They even have the blue. That's abysmal. They know my hand. They should cast this Aether. That's so unfortunate. They have blue to bounce the 5/5, which they 1000% should be doing. Okay. Interesting. I am going to pay. I don't think this game is about getting Jace down. I think this game is about getting this 5/5 to connect. Sure, that untaps your Sentinel. I guess it lets it trigger a second time, so that's not nothing. Alright, let's see what they do. And if they do kill the Timeless Dragon, I can technically just remove all the count. Like, I could just protect it with the Parallax Wave, honestly. Resolves. This does transform into a flyer, but we have Parallax Wave to deal with it. Is it enough? And I think it transforms only as a sorcery. Okay. Is that enough? All right, good game. We stole that one, I feel like. I'll see you next round, and we officially profited from this draft. All right, welcome to round 8. I go first, and this might be a good time to turn 1 Jace, turn 2 Time Walk. Let's keep. I can pitch the Timeless Dragon to the Chrome Mox, even though it just valiantly soloed our last round. Interesting. I think I will just play the Restless Fortress tapped and hold up no more lies, no attacks. I am interested in just countering that, honestly. Interesting that they have a Thalia Mox deck, though. It's 2 cards. Do I want to just attack? No, I cannot. I'm 1 mana short. Let's just activate, because I can Time Walk now if I want to. Oh, that's tough. That's really tough. Let's hope that we hit a land. We did not. Let's see. Am I supposed to Jace just to flashback Time Walk? I think that's worth it, because that's a second chance at Teferi. Okay, that's fine. I could, of course, take the Hull Breacher. You know, they're a Thalia deck. I'll take the Hull Breacher. That could be detrimental, but we'll see.
Today's a nice day for an expedition.
Let's take this Time Walk. Let's Time Walk. Let's play the Swamp. Let's uptick. Target 0. Let's play the Teferi. Let's uptick. Okay, Harvester is a great one. Harvester kills a lot of things. And we can still flash back this Sunfall. Can't flash back the No More Lies. It doesn't work like the new Tameo. Menace, discard a card. That's kind of annoying, actually. But we can just hardcast this and probably win the game, I would imagine. +1.
Let's skip to the good part.
I agree. Let's skip to the good part. Jace is nice. Cast, Wrath their board, probably win the game. Uptick. Submit. Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, we're not done, buddy. We have the recall. I'll see you in the last round. Welcome to the 9th round. We have another recall hand, and a daze, and a reprieve, and a snuff out. This is going to be good against a lot of opponents. We're not going to mulligan. Let's keep. Hopefully they don't have a turn 1 play. They do not. Oh, we even have the Time Walk. That's kind of gross. Let's play the island because daze potential. Okay, that's honestly great for us. Now we're gonna pop in this Hollowed Fountain. We still can't snuff out, but that's fine. Okay. Quantum Riddler, eh? Let's reprieve that. If they have a Mana Tithe, that means I get to daze the Quantum Riddler. I actually want them to have a Mana Tithe here. We don't draw a card off reprieve, but we have recall. They're thinking about it. Cast with alternate cost. Oh, they're saying thanks. Yeah, no, it's nice for us, not you. Sorry. That's a little bit mean, but they don't get a Quantum Riddler, so that's fine with me. All right. Yeah, let's island. I think I want to do this now. I have a Chrome Mox I can get rid of if I really want to. Oh man, I didn't play the Swamp for the Concealing Curtains. Yeah, that's fine. I'll discard the Chrome Mox. I guess it's better in play. What am I thinking? Because we have an Urza in our deck. Or, you know what? I could just get rid of the Snuff Out. Let's do that. And then I can Time Walk and flip the curtains. Sure. Oh, we can just have a Shieldred. I think I want to Time Walk and flip... Or, I think I want to flip the curtains, actually, first. Yeah, let's flip the curtains first. Yeah, we're going to get rid of that Pyrogoyf. And if they want to sacrifice some lands to kill a Revealing Eye, that's fine. Tameo's a good draw.
Oh, I stayed up too late reading.
Sure.
Again.
Oh, now we have a No More Lies. I think I just want to get down the Shieldred. I guess I can just wait one more turn, actually. No, I'll just get down the Shieldred. This punishes them if they want to start drawing with Tameo. Tameo was a good draw, though, for sure. Yep. That takes their entire turn. I'm okay with that. Because I can still just keep beating them for 7. And then now I have No More Lies up. The beating shall continue until morale improves. Assuredly, they're not blocking. Okay. Next turn I can hit even harder. Yep. Imagine if I had a way to kill the Tashanas here. That's pretty brave. I did get rid of the Snuff Out, though, so that's fair. And if they spend their entire turn on the Fire Blast, I'm okay with that. I will No More Lies it, of course. It looks like that's what they might be doing. You should sack the lands. I would be sacking the lands. I don't know how many lands they have or play or what they need, but getting Mana Leak, No More Lies, Miscalced, like all of the other like random draw stuff. Oh, Oust. Am I supposed to just No More Lies the Oust? I think I am. They can have a 3/2. That's fine. Now they need to, if they want to deal with it now, they need to sack. And I can kill the Tashanas if they want to double block the Revealer. And if they want to double block the Shieldred, they still lose both their creatures. Okay, this is getting kind of annoying. Do we have enough? Yes, we have enough to draw first. Bone shards. Okay. I think I value the other planes than I do the Relentless Fortress or whatever. Or the, sorry, yeah. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. Sure, crack a clue. Yep. And then this cannot attack, which is unfortunate, but I'm still glad I did that. Attack. I assume Lutri is going to block. Surely you can't go to 3 here. They might be debating on pitching the Fire Blast. Going to 3 here seems abysmal. I assume that they're going to pitch 2 mountains for a Fire Blast. Looks like that's what they're doing. Okay. Sure. This has been a great game. This has been an absolutely great game. That's not good for us. Yeah, that's not great for us. Relentless can still attack as a 0/4 and drain for 2.
I am not defenseless.
I assume they're not attacking. Okay. Is that a mistake? Because Relentless just drains for 2. Oh, now we have a Sheoldred. Edict. I should probably finish that sentence. Yep. Take 2. And what do they flash back here? A lot? No, I guess it's literally just Fire Blast. I think I'd rather just kill the Tursa. This might decide the game. This decision right here. We'll see if it works out for us. But Fortress is lethal if they don't uptick the Tameo. And it's lethal in 2 turns if they don't deal with it at all. Okay, land, that's good for us. It's not even a like a draw land. Okay. Fury can be a problem. Fury is a huge problem. Wow, just short. We need to find another piece of removal, like a Winds of Abandon.
Oh, this is one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah, oh, man, that's brutal. Wow. Yeah, we might lose this. I still agree that we should kill the Tursa, because they could have gotten the Tameo back off the Tursa, along with other things. So I think it was correct to kill the Tursa. It's just unfortunate this is the way it's going to work out. I would imagine that they want to abandon Air Temple and just fury us to death as soon as possible, because they can sack 2 mountains whenever they feel like to this Fire Blast. Okay, they seem to agree. That is unfortunate. They even have more mountains. Man, what I would kill for a Chain Lightning here. Obviously, it wouldn't be great for us right this second, but all right. They should kill it now. Yep. Yep. And then honestly, I don't think we have an out now, but that's fine. I mean, 6-3 is not anything to scoff at. We were very close to winning this game. That Fury, though, just turned the world upside down on itself. Okay, let's see what they want to do. I doubt they want to buy back the Fire Blast. They probably just want to uptick. And Urza Saga's not enough. Good game. Great game, opponent. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I'll see you in the outro. Well, I do think this deck definitely did well. We did draw a Time Walk and Recall often enough, and we got to even set up some Jay's Time Walk chains. That was also very interesting. Fractured pulled its weight per usual. Timeless Dragon even stole us a game single-handedly. Yeah, this deck was very fun to play. And when you have Recall and Time Walk in your deck, it's gonna do well. Obviously, assuming that you draw them. That last game, unfortunately, couldn't quite pull it off, but I think it could have gone either way before that Fury hit. And yeah, I do think that playing 15 lands did seem to work out. We didn't have too many mana issues. There's not really much else I have to add to this. Pirate Spellbomb we even got to activate for red. At least once. We had a couple other opportunities if we wanted to do it before, so that was also nice, and I'm glad I took that, but at worst, it was a cycler. Without the Urza, I probably didn't or wouldn't play the Pirate Spellbomb, but I think we got to kind of show most, if not every single card in this deck. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we saw every single card in this deck at least do something relevant, so that was fun. And I can't wait to see you in the next draft. Have a good night.